You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this and you will have strength. Marcus Aurelius. This is part 6 of our 3 interview question video series. As a reminder, my name is Lisa. I'm an HR director with the Masters of Information. I've hired thousands of people over my 25-year career. I'm the author of the book, Think Like a Recruiter, Get That Job. I've taken another 3 questions from my book to discuss now in this video. The approaches I have provided to answer these questions are just my opinions on what I feel employers are looking for in candidates. For more information, please check out parts 1 to 5. Let's delve into it now. The first question is trying to see if you will say something negative that contradicts some of your other answers. They are also trying to see if you're truthful in the positive things you've said about your previous employers. The question is, which position did you really love and why? And what position did you not like and why? This one is similar to the boss question in part 3. Can you describe a boss that you admired and why? And can you describe a boss that you found was lacking and why? But they're trying to determine if you have the right competencies for the job. The competencies could include leadership, attention to detail, results-oriented, growth with the company, respect, judgment, teamwork, etc. Reminder, no disparaging comments about your positions or bosses. Be honest about your experience because I'm sure you can find good things and bad things about each job you held. It depends on what the job is that you're applying for, but here are some examples. One example could be that you say, I've never really disliked a job, but there are tasks that I didn't always like. So you could use a past job where you list tasks you would not have to do in the current job that you're applying for in this company. I'd suggest you highlight the good things about the job, though, as I'm sure you learned things even if it wasn't your favorite job. You can say, I met and worked with some great people, the workplace had great systems and policies, etc. So even though it was not your favorite job, it was a wonderful experience. As a student, I worked in fast food restaurants, and they were excellent ways to learn systems, processes, teamwork, and have lifelong friends. Every obstacle can be an opportunity if you let it be so. Regarding the job you like, it is the same answer with those competencies in mind. What you learned, teamwork, systems, etc. Remember, this question is not really about you, but how these experiences have shaped you and made you a great employee, which will mean you will make an excellent employee in their organization. I'm interrupting this video to first of all thank you for watching the video so far. If you found value in the content, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It doesn't cost anything, but it would really help my channel. Thank you, and back to the video. The next question is an opportunity to shine in your organizational skills and highlighting systems you have put in place to ensure productivity if that's true. The question is, can you walk us through a typical day in your current role? This question is interesting since it will not be the same in the new job. Still, the recruiter wants to see how organized you are, flexible if emergencies arise, and what planning you do for the role, your interactions and your communication skills, etc. This question is meant to predict if you will do the same at their establishment. I like to have a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly chart of my duties and then projects and tasks that might not be able to predict, such as getting a human rights complaint or a grievance complaint, but falling under my role. That's a great way to organize your thoughts and is an easy way to create that you could bring to an interview if you wish. There are so many organizational apps and programs that you can use and talk about to this potential new employer. As you're prepping in advance, you can write out a typical day, but do not include frivolous information like water cooler discussions and breaks. You might include how you kept your manager aware of issues during the day, but don't go running to the manager for every problem you might have. You want to be seen as a leader that gets things done in the organization, working with staff to make it all happen. The last question is meant to confirm you can hit the ground running and do the job from day one with reasonable supports in place. The question is, what support do you believe you will need to get this job done? Please do not start listing things you know would not be reasonable for the position level you're applying for, such as you need a race car or a bonus. Remember, you want the job, and you don't want to create a hassle for anyone at the table. Be specific in what you feel you might need to be efficient in the role. You've already done the research, but if you are not exactly sure what technology is there, you could always ask. In human resources, I always ask about systems like payroll, learning management systems to track training, e-forms for sign-off, etc. So you can ask for technological resources specific to your field. Ask questions about the organizational chart with what staffing you may have reporting to you, and ask for things you found useful in the past when working with staff. Depending on the level, you might ask how you are going to be oriented once you start. If there'll be a mentor, many organizations offer this, and it is a great way to learn from the organization, from somebody who's been there for many years. What do you think is reasonable and may have been used to help you get your work done in the past? Make a very brief list and stick to at most 3 things. Most people cannot process more than 3 things, so stick to that small number or you're going to lose your audience. Remember, they want you to hit the ground running and do your job, so keep it short. That's it for part 6 of the interview question series. So today we covered what we think are 3 of the best interview questions you need to be prepared to answer, and we've included suggested approaches to answer those questions. If you've not already had time, please check out parts 1 to 5 in the series. Stay tuned for the last part, part 7. You've got this.